Hi, Volleyball Girlie, how are you? Thank you for joining. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just in the process of just putting up a message, and its computer is not supporting my goals at the moment, to say the least. There we go. Welcome, Volleyball Girlie. And let's see. What's the problem? Hi, Michaela, how are you? Welcome to the show. Those of you on YouTube, if you'd like a reading, then please feel free to visit the links I've put in the chat. Seems a bit better. Cool, fantastic. A very good evening to everyone on Whatnot. Hope you all are having a lovely evening and enjoying the sun and the weather wherever you are. If you have the sun, it's boiling where I am, absolutely humid. And again, I will be sorry. My water bottle will probably make a lot of noise. You could probably hear me gulp the water down. Hi, Lavishka. How are you? Welcome back to the show. It's great to see you again. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I was just thinking of putting some music on to kill the silence. Um, but yeah, it's good. It's really hot actually. Where I am at the moment is boiling. Hi, Natty. How are you? Welcome to the show. Very good evening to you. Hope you're all making most of the weather. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I have water on the show sometimes, and I feel really guilty, like it's illegal because my water bottle makes so much noise, and you could just hear me gulp the water down. So I do feel sorry for you guys if you have to listen to that. Hey, you're in Lanzarote. That's beautiful. That's a whole different vibe. So welcome from Lanzarote. Are you on holiday or do you live there? Oh, thank you. Yep, it was gifted to me by a friend of mine. Yeah, and I like it too. The only problem I have with it sometimes is when I go live in the evenings, the light in the room reflects off them. You can't really see them properly. Oh wow! Okay, cool. I'm not too far away from Scotland. Probably like 3.5, 4 hour drive where I am. I'm up north. But yeah, that must be. It's like you lived in like both extremes in terms of weather. How's life in Lanzarote? It's probably a lot more relaxed and chilled out. I went to Poland once and I met a couple who had moved to, I think it was Malta, and they like bought a pub there. They bought a pub and yeah, they were just living their best life. And ever since, I think I sort of have this on my bucket list where I would love to live in another country, obviously with nothing to worry about, and run a little shack or a bar, pub, cafe type of thing. I think that would be really interesting. Um, yeah, but at least when I did English literature, we learnt about pathetic fallacy. The weather of having an impact on the mood of the character. And I think maybe that's why people in the UK sometimes can be a bit gloomy because it's always quite dull. Um, so maybe being in a sunny place would change that and have a hopefully a rather positive impact of people smiling. But at least I suppose you have the water there, the beaches, the seas, and a whole different vibe. There's always something happening, I suppose. Of course, yeah. There's, I mean, yeah, sometimes it's too hot to go out, but even then, going out for a stroll or going out to the beach or something probably really helps too. And plus, the water probably there is quite warm. My wife always complains that the beaches here, the water is too cold, and therefore she can never, um, take a dip into this or into the sea, or because I really wish I could, but it's really cold water. So I assume in Lanzarote it'd probably be a lot more warmer water. A lot more you can just go and dive and enjoy. You do, yeah. Because to be fair, I think me and my wife were having a discussion. Like when it's hot, you don't really feel like eating. Oh wow, okay, yeah, natural pools. That's yeah. I've not been in one, but I'd love to. That's a whole different vibe. Yeah, you're living the life. That's really cool. Oh man, yes, salads. I think crunchy lettuce is my favorite. Um, Crunchy fresh lettuce, cucumber too. Maybe some hummus and carrots. What else is there? Cool foods. I think ice cream always, but that's not really healthy. Unless you freeze like orange juice or something. Watermelon's really good in this weather. Keeps you hydrated as well. Watermelon's brilliant. I think any sort of high, what's it called? High water content food. So that's all of your greens. But things that come to my mind are just lettuce, cucumber, carrots, and watermelon. Love watermelon. The mango's too sweet though sometimes. Well, yeah, strawberries. Yes, I love strawberries. Strawberries and raspberries. I love scones, but um, more of the fresh cream that goes that go with the scones. Kind of strawberry milkshakes are good, like fresh ones, not the store bought. Like just getting like some frozen strawberries, putting some like milk in, and just whipping it up in the machine. And no sugar, no sugar. You can add dates, I suppose, instead, but not too many, depending on how much you're making, I suppose. Let me quickly check YouTube. I'm also live on YouTube if you'd want to share the link with your family and friends. That would also be appreciated. Yeah. I think over time I've adjusted to like less sugary. I mean, mind you, I used to eat a lot of sugar before, but not anymore. Like, I think it's been like 4 years now. Yeah, yeah, because I have a little one and I don't want her to be influenced by poor decision making. So yeah, just wanted to see that eating healthy is fun. It doesn't have to be boring. So we have frozen strawberries for her. So whenever she says she wants ice cream, we give her kind of an alternative and be like, "Oh, do you want frozen strawberries instead?" She goes, "Yes," and we go, "Yes." It's a win-win for both of us. Plus, because it takes her a while to get through the frozen strawberries, so of course she's not scoffing herself down in strawberries, and they're less messy too. Uh, um, Frozen grapes. I don't know. I'd like these candy floss grapes. I froze them, but they became brown. I think they're still in the freezer. Need to check on them. But yeah, Robinson's launched this very colourful, what's it called, squash, and I found it was like glittery water, and it just looked really cool to drink. So I've been using that here and there as an aid to drinking a lot more water rather than a fizzy drink. Hi Abby, hi Rosie, welcome. Yeah, sure, I'll be online at the end of the month. No worries at all. If you want, you can check out my YouTube channel and Insta and TikTok. My details are there as well if you want one sooner, by all means. But really appreciate you joining Nanti Luna. It was really fun. Just speaking and vibing about the weather and Lanzarote. But feel free to stay on, and I can do a quick collective reading for everyone. Yeah, I can do a quick collective reading. Thank you. And we'll see what the vibe is. Cool, let's do a quick collective reading. We'll focus this one on money. Collective reading on money. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you can see the cards better now because it's during the day. At night time, it was really bad yesterday. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, cool. So as a general collective reading, I feel a lot of you will get money from working with people. I mean, I know a lot of us work with people, but as in, like, if you're in an office as such, you know, you're working with people, but you're not really working with people, you're doing your own thing as part of a larger team. What I mean is here, when you're directly dealing with clients or people, if you're selling directly to them, or if you are contacting them, uh, be it a job. So if your job is client facing, for example, let's say if you, even a doctor, for example, if you're a doctor, it's obviously client facing because you're obviously dealing with patients, unless obviously you're working on the scans and all of that side of stuff. But yeah, so if the more people facing, the more people talking, with people talking, your work is involved around, you'll be making a lot of money. um but yeah, there is, I mean, even the treasure chest there, look at that, it's abundance coming in, not just a little bit. So if you are not feeling confident, but it's summer, so get that summer feeling on. Go out there if you're starting something new, and go out there, speak to people, even if you're networking. I mean, obviously, don't try too hard sell. Sometimes it can feel illegal, you know, when you're trying to just sort of just sell yourself a little bit. But it doesn't have to be awkward. Just, you know, one thing I've learned is that uh, when you network and if when you sort of build a relationship, one phrase that changes everything is, "Oh, if you meet someone and you know you've had a conversation, and you can tell them, "Oh, I'm looking to expand, and if there is anyone in your mind that would like my services, or if I can help in any way, please let me know." And that's it. And you never know what doors that can open for you. So you never know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be too shy. Yeah, it can be hard, but it's not impossible. So that money is coming in. and it's going to come in through you coming out of your comfort zone and networking, but also, you know, more people focused job or service will bring you in that fortune. But it's there to be collected, to be fair. So you're receiving financial improvement. What you wanted is coming your way. It could be a purchase that you've been waiting for, an approval, maybe a finance or mortgage of some sort, and you will enjoy the fruits of that result that you've been waiting for. And then this period will lead into family stability, if you and family wealth. Could be inheritance that's coming your way, long-term financial stability, savings, business growth, and you will get some sort of support from a network around you, and it could also be family and some friends as well, or it could be a third sort of maybe you applied for a competition or something, and you might win it and get the funding or something like that. So you have the support coming in, and you're building something that's going to last, and that's why I say if you build it around people, it will definitely last. So the Nine of Cups is saying, is saying that, yeah, finally, your chance has arrived. And number 10, the 10 of Pentacles is saying that the chance has arrived, and the rewards that come from it are here to last. But obviously, don't get too much. What's it called? Yeah, don't put your head in the clouds with it. Of course, be humble about it. But it's something that you wanted, a client that you wanted. Maybe you've applied for a job that you wanted. Maybe more consistent income if you're working part time or on 0 hours, or if you're a contractor. You're becoming more permanent. You're building your roots now. There's a lot of family financial improvement coming your way as well. You're feeling less stressed about money, and you're creating a stable base for the future. So any improvements that are being made now are here to last. Because yeah, with the 10 of Pentacles, it's all about long term. It's about getting the roots right, the foundation correct. And I think you've already built your foundation over time, hence why you're waiting for that decision, or that thing to happen now, for it to finally stay around. So yeah, all in all, money's coming your way. Slightly step out of your comfort zone, and it's just it's within your reach. Okay, yeah, okay. That is. I'm grateful. Thank you for letting me know. And I'm really sorry to hear about your mother passing. But yeah, a lot of money is coming your way, um, and it's there to stay. No, you're very welcome. No worries at all. Let me just quickly check YouTube in case I've missed anyone there. Nope. Okay, cool. So yeah, so that was a general reading, the collective reading rather, about money. In a couple of minutes' time, I'll do another collective reading, and this time we can do it about love and relationships. You're welcome, Vishka. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. So, like I said, the impact of that financial gain is there to last. So, whatever you're doing, it's definitely, it will make an impact. It will be, even like after you go, that would still be there. Even through people, it'll still be there. Um, so, like for example, if you've helped a particular, let's say a youth club or something, and a child from there could just remember the support you provided and could carry it on forward, and it will always just stick with people that this foundation, for example, helped. So it will be a lasting impact. It will be a very lasting impact. But I'll be very cautious. Don't Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only, and it's not financial advice or anything like that. But do keep some money aside for one, for enjoyment or anything that you want to buy, you want to do, anything like that. Reaping the materialistic rewards, and alternatively, please keep some money aside for a rainy day or just for savings for the sake of it. But the work that you are planning on doing will have a long lasting impact. And maybe if you've applied for like government support, or what's it called, not oh, it's called funding, what's the word, got the word, but yeah, if you've applied for maybe a government scheme or something to help you with it, it probably will be very likely to be approved, and you will get a lot of name for it as well, within your local area. But at the same time, it will just stay humble, because we're only a medium to help people. The source, the idea probably came from God knows how it came to you, but it came to you. I think even sometimes you're awestruck. How did I get the idea? Um, oh, fantastic! That's nice. Yes, yeah. I think that would be quite nice as well. So yeah, that's brilliant. The balance, even with the I think it was 10 of Pentacles, that balance is really important. And even in the Nine of Cups, we saw how the person was floating with the aura around them, and the cups, they're being filled. And the more happier, the more positive you are, and the more grateful you are, the more your cups will fill. However, because that's what's keeping the vibe up. As soon as you start feeling drained or negative, or you start gossiping and whatnot, the cups will start to empty, and therefore you will also drift down. You can just imagine it going back and reverse, the chest, the person going in the chest, and then the treasure chest closing. So that does no one any good. But if you keep going, you'll have more money. When you have more money, you'll be able to help more people, and of course, you'll be able to go on more holidays, more trips, and reap the materialistic rewards of money. And that's me drinking water. Okay. And now we will do a collective reading for love and relationships. Okay. Okay. I think a lot of you, I mean, I say a lot, but hopefully, with the grace of God, these 4 people turn into 400 people. And then I can say a lot of you. But yeah, I think some of you on the call, um, right now, you guys have the perfect partner that you've always wanted. Oh, wow. Okay. The cards want to come out for themselves. So, okay. These 2 cards fell out by themselves. So, you guys on the call are very lucky people. So, you mentioned your partners, and look at that. You got 2 extra cards. So, I think there's a side of you that you know how it feels to be at the peak of this relationship that you are in. Um, but there, of course, there is some fire that you're like, what's going on? But your partners are good, in that sense. I have a feeling that there's nothing to worry about in terms of that. But I think I'm so drawn to the Queen of Pentacles, and the green. It obviously resonates with, oh my God, I can't even talk today. The connotations with green is positivity, is money, is Mercury, and then with the gold, the star, the fulfillment. So I think a lot of you in your relationships are content, but I think the relationships are very, very deep, and this is the deepest relationship you've ever been in. And I say that with so much confidence. So I think this is one of the deepest, relationships that you're in at the moment. There is passion. There's a lot of red here, but it's also about balance. You need to balance the relationship too. Um, so I think it's, yeah. So I think because the relationship is so deep now, and the pair of you sort of know one another, it feels a bit unfamiliar. Though the people are familiar, the relationship in itself feels quite unfamiliar because it's new territory. You've not been here before. So you're like, okay, well, what's going on? How do I deal with this? Um, so I think that is quite important to understand that, it's important that you balance your time, your energy with them, but also in your mind of what you're feeling. That it's okay. It's unknown, territory. You're not been here before. So when you, um, go into a new place, especially when I drive in a new location. My wife says, "Oh, why are you driving so slow?" I'm like, "It's because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the roads here. I don't know where the turns are as such, and don't want to miss a road." So it's almost like that. You're just, obviously, I'm not saying walk on eggshells or anything, but be yourself. But just see what it has. Go with the flow. It's a time for emotional maturity. You've lived the best life, with them. Maybe for some of you, not for as long as you'd like, but and life is constantly moving and going fast, and so many twists and turns. But if you think about it, it's such a journey on the cards with the colors. When you're young, it's nature. Then you evolve that fire within you, and as you mature, it's all mellow, it's all relaxed, and you're trying to balance family, love, and your social life. So with the Queen of Pentacles, it's full of nurturing energy. Maybe some of you are expecting, or maybe you're maybe thinking of adopting, but it's a very, um, motherly, instinct. Oh wow, okay, thank you. I just saw your message, Lavishka. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yep, it's probably very tiring for him as well. But I guess it is. You have to, like I said, balance. It's very important to balance. I'm sure that you're busy with the newborn, and then he's probably um, busy with the toddler. I assume that is a newborn postpartum. But yeah, because you're so deep in this relationship now, and it's still the deepest you've ever been, you wouldn't even know where to begin. But it's time for a lot of the ladies, I say, with those that with the feminine energy in the relationship, to sort of, adapt to their, significant, other half, and become more emotionally mature. It's funny I say that because I'm a firm believer that women, and in general, they mature, a lot more faster, than men or boys, and I also feel that not only emotionally but cognitively as well, they're a lot more faster. And I think one of the reasons for that is because with women, the body is forever changing, and you're adapting to new things all the time. So, so I think with where you are now, that sort of impact isn't happening right now. You've kind of stagnated, like a plateau as thing. You feel like you're just stagnant now, and you're not really going anywhere. But if you're single, it shows that you're ready to now find someone. You've done all your research, you've learned everything that you had to, and there's never the right time, as we all know. So you should feel a lot more confident now, and it's probably the right time for you to, step into a relationship, because a lot of you now just want peace, you want the consistency, and something, that just someone there just says, "I've got your back," kind of thing. But all of that with balance. But with the Knight of Wands, there's so much passion. Just look at the fire on the cards, the orange, the reds. You're just ready to go. There's excitement because the chemistry between you and your partner or partners is just it's spot on. But like just like with anything, sometimes when you're well, thank you, Natalie, and I really appreciate you being on the show. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care. You're very welcome. So there's a lot of passion, and for some of you, as Lavishka said, that with her partner, that fire is coming back, but they need your support in that. They can't bring the fire alone. Like when back in the day you used to rub two twigs together to get the fire started. That's what it is. You both need to, I mean, yeah, you both need to work on it together, or maybe you can initiate and let's see how it goes and what the response is. And then you have a lot more data or information to see where things are going. But it's somewhat normal in a relationship, where things are slow, not because of a problem with each other, but because there's so much going on. It could be kids, could be, other family pressures, it could be financial stuff that's having an impact. But of course, it's always good to, seek the right help, but also speak with one another. And one wants, and this is what I'm saying, why the balance comes in between with with the temperance card. Some of you want you're fiery, you're spicing up your life, like I said on my show yesterday. But the other one's a bit more impulsive, or they're just relaxed, and they're not really hitting or matching that frequency that you want. It says just be patient. The connection is there, it'll move forward. There's a strong attraction in the relationship with one another. One feels a lot more settled now and they've kind of got a hang of how things are working, whereas the other one is still sort of finding their feet in this part of the relationship. So don't abandon anyone, don't abandon your standards, or just basically be like, oh yeah, it's not working out right now, and that's it, I'm done. No, don't do that. Give it time, work with one another, have those moments, create those moments. I can understand with children it can be a bit hard, but just how as the days go along, if you're both in the kitchen together, or if you see each other in the house, it could feel like you're living like housemates. But a quick hug here and there, this, that, the other, being a bit romantic. You could just push them against the wall and just give them a quick kiss and be like, yes, this is what I want. But of course, all with consent. But yeah, so yeah, it's a good, strong, nurturing relationship. The environment is very nurturing too. Finances, I'll bring it back in here because it's very smooth, but it's a balance of everything. The color spread as well is gorgeous, but you need to trust yourself and give it time. Um, because the relationship is fine. The time that you're in, the phase that you're going through, it's not one you've been in before. It's probably the deepest relationship, or the longest. It doesn't have to be long for it to be deep, but this is a very deep relationship, and probably a different phase that you've not been in one before with your significant other. So yeah, that's it for the love reading, and I really hope that's resonated with a lot of you, and I really hope that it's provided some sort of clarity and it's been helpful. And thank you to everyone that's been on the show and listening to my voice. It can probably be a bit annoying, but thank you so much to everyone. Oh, you're welcome, Lavishka. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to those that have just joined. If you'd like a collective reading about a certain topic, then please, by all means, you can write the topic in the chat. But if you'd like a private, personal reading, please feel free to look out or check out the buy now section of the shop of this show. It's very confusing how it works. But yeah. Yeah, thank you very much for being. Yeah, I don't usually come on during the day. Well, I say the day, it is 6 o'clock here where I am. So, but I thought let me give it a go and let's see how it goes. So yeah, thank you for joining. If you'd like a personal private reading, please feel free to check out the Buy Now shop, and we could do that for you. If you'd like a collective reading for everyone on a particular topic, feel free to write the topic in the chat and I can do a collective reading on that topic happily. But if you'd like a personal reading on focused around you, um, I do, but I don't think I'm allowed to mention them here. But if you write the Golden Path Tarot on the other social media sites, such as IG, what's it called? Tick, yeah, the tick one. Um, you'll be able to find me. And YouTube, of course, I'm going live on YouTube from here. So YouTube and whatnot, I suppose they have a partnership, which I'm glad, though it can get difficult to manage. So yeah, I'm also on YouTube, and you can find more details there as well. More than happy for you to just search and have a look. Thank you. Welcome, Rachel, to the show. Good evening to everyone, and hope you're enjoying your lovely, was it Tuesday? Yes, it's Tarot Tuesday. I hope you're enjoying your evening. We've done a money collective reading, and now we just did a love collective reading. And if there's a particular topic that you like a collective reading on, then please message that topic in the chat. It could be as weird as you want it to be, weird and wonderful, no issues at all. But if you'd like a personal reading, then by all means, please feel free to check out the shop for this show, and I can do a personal reading as detailed as you'd like, depending on the purchase. If there's any love life issues or something you're uncertain about, or an event happening in your life that you're uncertain about, feel free to ask about it and just check out the shop. See which package suits you better. That's my water bottle chiming in, letting you know it's here. It's very hot. And plus, I'm so close to the laptop, so I can just feel the heat of the fan just coming on me. Love done, money done. Hi, James. Welcome to the show. If you'd like a reading, please feel free to check out the shop and purchase a package that suits you, Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Welcome to the show. If you'd like a collective reading on a particular topic, you can message the collective topic into the chat, and I'll do a collective reading. If you'd like a personal reading, please visit the shop, and there's several options to choose from. And if the collective readings are helped in any way, please feel free to leave a tip as well.